FNL! Tonight, we officially launch our election campaign with this mass rally, this sea of red, here at R.M. Bailey Park. We have come to the cradle of the FNM, where we started in the middle of New Providence. We're from the east, it is FNM. We're from the south, it is FNM. We're from the north, it is FNM. And we're from the west, it is FNM. No matter which way we came from, we have come here along the best roads that we have ever had in the history of the Bahamas, thanks to the FNM government. Look at Prince Charles Drive and Robinson Road, Marathon Road and East-West Highway. Look at East Street and Blue Hill Road. Look at Market Street and the Sports Center roads. Your FNM government has been transforming and modernizing our Bahamas. Tonight, as we come to ask for a new mandate to govern the Bahamas for the next 5 years, we do so on our record of accomplishments and our continuing plans for the future. We don't just talk about it, we actually deliver. With the FNM, it is promises you can believe in and leadership that you can trust. The PLP continually talk about how they can solve crime, but you look at their record. They cannot even deal with those in their own party. The PLP record on crime is poor, and they are just a bunch of hypocrites. The PLP, they have absolutely no credibility to talk about crime. You remember on the eve of the 2002 general elections, Perry Christie promised that one of the first things he would do is introduce a new Public Integrity Act. Well, he failed to do that. He wasn't even late again, he just didn't do it. Can you imagine his scandal-ridden MPs having to vote for such an act? No wonder he broke one of his most important promises from the get-go. If he couldn't keep that promise then, all of his new promises now will also meet that same fate. Christie will talk until the good Lord and the rapture comes, but he will never ever deliver. But in the FNM, we have promises that you can believe in. We have leadership you can trust. Now, FNMs, my fellow Bahamians, there's no question that the unacceptable crime rate in our country remains a serious concern for all of us. But I assure you that your FNM government has been tackling this issue with increased vigor on all fronts. We have been leading decisively from the front in the fight against crime. The police will tell you that. The rise of criminal enterprise and criminal-related violent crime in our country is a significant social issue that your FNM government has been tackling from day one. We cannot sit idly by while these same PLP leaders spew rhetoric and catchy phrases and recycle failed programs. I ask you to look at their track record. The PLP cannot deliver better results than the FNM. They're now packaging exactly what the police are doing today and calling it a fancy name that they stole from somewhere around the world. But your FNM government, we stand on our record. We are proud of what we are doing, and we are proud of what we plan to do. Our investments in crime fighting are paying off, and we are moving in the right direction, and the police are doing a good job. We didn't get into this situation overnight, and no silver bullet or quick fix solution will solve it. In fact, noted psychiatrist Dr. David Allen, in a recent study on crime, reinforced what I've been saying all along, that one of the root causes of crime is the chronic violent drug syndrome which he traced back to the early 1980s. We too recognize that. And as a result, our strategies have been based just on that fact. We have an ongoing plan to fight crime, and we are seeing positive results gradually as a result of our initiatives. The PLP talked about doing these things, but it was the FNM that delivered. It was the FNM that hired 434 new police officers, while all around the world people were firing police officers. And this Saturday, April the 14th, 2012, we will hire 90 new police recruits that will begin training. Your FNM government invested millions of dollars in new equipment, technology, and crime-fighting tools for the police. Your FNM government instituted electronic monitoring of accused and convicted persons to assist the police in crime fighting, to monitor repeat offenders and other persons accused of serious crimes and granted bail. And we currently have over 230 persons with ankle bracelets being monitored today. And FNMs, your FNM government next week will sign a $4 million contract for a closed-circuit television system for new provenance. We're going to be able to watch the criminals, and we're going to be able to watch them on camera and lock them up. Your FNM government has produced a 5-year national anti-drug strategy, building collaborative partnerships to curb drug demand, to reduce drug supply, to disrupt drug trafficking networks, and to promote healthy, drug-free lifestyles. Your FNM government passed sweeping anti-crime legislation, and since 2011, we have seen positive results. More criminals are ending up behind bars, and the criminal justice system is becoming more effective and more efficient. The new amended Bail Act by your FNM government and gun laws have proven to be effective tools and helping us to combat repeat offenders and the prevalence of guns. And so far this year, 219 illegal firearms and over 3,900 rounds of ammunition have been confiscated. But let me tell you, they talk about the gun court. Well, the gun court, which was established in March 2011, has had 79 convictions, 12 of which attracted the statutory minimum sentence of a range of 4 to 7 years imprisonment. Now, if you tell me that criminals aren't aware of that, that's what your FNM government is now doing. Another initiative by your FNM government, we are now able to have admissibility of live television video link testimony in our courts to assist in speedier trials. And this also saves on costs, facilitates witness participation and protection, while reducing associated risks. It was your FNM government that built a remand court in Fox Hill, again with live video link, and now fewer inmates have to travel downtown to court, and cases can be done and dealt with much more quickly. Yes, the PLP talked about swift justice, but it was the FNM government that actually put in place the necessary infrastructure and resources to actually have speedier trials. In fact, and you listen to that CD ad the PLP got on television, it was your FNM government that can boast that trials can now take place within 2 years because what your FNM government has done. Under Hubert Ingraham and the FNM's watch, trials are now being held within 18 months. Yes, the PLP talk with half-truths and catchy slogans, but it is your FNM that delivers.